Welcome back to the garage. As you can see, I've started to clean up the engine, and I removed the cylinder and the cylinder head, and then I discovered something. Can you see? This part here is missing, so that means it's somewhere in here. So we have to split the engine today. I was going to do that anyway because I'm going to change the gear ratio and so on. But now I have to split it to see if there is any damage to anything in there. So I already removed the flywheel. On these ones, the flywheel is not threaded here, so it won't do with a normal flywheel puller here. It won't work. So I used one of these instead to remove the flywheel. So already done that. I removed the flywheel. The kick is away. I need to remove the clutch now, so I'll start by that. Now I removed the lid for the clutch. On these older ones that don't have the Cosa clutch, you have this castle nut in here instead of a normal nut. And this is locked by a lock washer that you need to bend out here, and then you have to have a special tool for this that looks like this. So if we bend this out, someone has been in here before, I can tell you, because this nut in here looks really worn. Now that's out. Then this will fit here like so, and I need to lock this and I can remove it. As everything else on this engine, nothing sits properly. This was very loose too. So now we can remove the nut very easily. Make sure to take your Woodruff key here, like that. Now the clutch is removed. I'm going to remove the gear selector also. So it only sits with 2 nuts here. Then I can hopefully do like this. Then we have the arm under here that needs to come off. Usually you can just feel a bit and then it will come loose. Like that. So you have that out. So now this is free. Now I can start to loosen all these nuts sitting everywhere. So now I removed all the nuts. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 I think. All removed anyways. So now as you can see, if I'm unlucky, this I must remove this also. If I have bad luck, then the shaft will be sitting in the bearing and I won't get it apart. But we will see. I forgot number 12 is sitting down here on this side. So 12. So I need to take this away also. You can see the kick rubbers here and here totally worn out. Otherwise I think by first glance everything looks okay. The cogs and so on. someone has been in this engine before. I noticed that on the washers and so on, but that doesn't matter really, because well, it's 63 years old, so it would be strange if no one had been in here before. I don't know if this is... There's a lot of marks in the crankshaft here, so I think this will have to be changed. This is for the kick, and we can see there's one tooth here missing, so we'll be needing to replace this as well. But it would be nice to find these parts somewhere in the engine. And, well, I would say there's somewhere in here. You have to look. Okay, so I've been taking out all the cogs and gears, the crank. And some of you might already figured out where the missing piece of this piston went. It went, of course, down here. And that means that the crankshaft here is a bit damaged. I don't know if it's possible to see. But what's worse is that this is totally damaged. As you can see, it's full of marks, and so I can't pop in a new crank here and crankshaft and hope for it to work also here. Totally damaged. So this leaves me with three options, I think. Either have to get a new used crank, or find someone who can weld this and hope for the best, or rebuild it to a real weld. To be continued.